Let's move next to closing statements. All right. These are 90 seconds in length. Mr. Bailey.
The purpose of the City Council is to provide a vision for Riverside's future and oversee staff toward its implementation. In essence, the Council is called to govern for our future. Since my return to Riverside, I've seen too many quality individuals leave for greener pastures. The question in my mind is, how do we keep the future of Riverside in Riverside? We must promote and create meaningful activities for our youth in parks, schools, and other public places to keep them involved in our community. We must provide desirable jobs and housing that families can afford. We must keep the graduates of our educational institutions that work within our city, thereby increasing the network of business that we know encourages the entrepreneurial spirit and economic development. Riverside's Renaissance Plan is the largest ever financial investment in our city. However, Ward 3 receives disproportionately lower share than other wards when it comes to projects that specifically benefit Ward 3 residents. I have worked successfully to gain the trust of county supervisors, the mayor, and a majority of the City Council in my campaign. Working with them, I will ensure fair apportionment to Ward 3 and make Riverside not just a good city, but a great city that we can all be proud to call home. Ensuring civility and honesty in decision-making for the residents of our city is of vital importance to me. Leadership through integrity is something proven, not granted. With their blessing, I plan on providing the residents a voice in the vision of this city. It's time for my generation to step in the political arena and bring our knowledge, skills, and experiences to bear for the future of Riverside.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Gage.
Well, I have brought action to the City Council along with my fellow council members. That will continue as long as I'm on the City Council. We don't need to study, we don't need to look into, we need to move. We are doing that. The city is moving. Look around and see what's happened. Are we worried about how much money is spent in the Third Ward? I am, and that happens to be $477 million in the Third Ward out of the $1.8 billion. That's 25%. But I don't care whether the money is particularly spent in the Third Ward or not. It has to be in the best interest of the city. What's being spent on roads so we can get across town. We're spending it on parks. We're spending it in just about any way that we can in order to make your life better. That didn't happen for years. It's happening now. The whole issue in this campaign is based on experience. I'll ask you one question, and that is, if you owned a $1.2 billion a year business, would you hire somebody that has no business experience, or would you go with somebody that has extensive business experience? That's your choice. That's the difference between the two candidates.
Okay. Thank you both very much for an informative and lively debate. Let's have a round of applause. All right. And thanks to everyone for watching. That concludes the 2007 Raincross debate for the Ward City Council race. Before we close, I'd like to express on behalf of the Raincross group its appreciation to the candidates whose willingness to participate in this new local debate format made all of this possible. Thanks too to our panel members whose questions tonight we hope serve to elicit answers that help to inform you, the voters of Riverside. Behind the scenes, credit needs to certainly go to Charter Communications and its production team, who will bring this broadcast to thousands of homes across the city. And finally, a huge thanks to California Baptist University, our host here tonight in the Wallace Theater. CBU's support of the Raincross debates has been simply amazing. With that, good night from the 2007 Raincross debates.